Hello everybody, this is Els here. Today I'm going to show you how to make a boot with the little mice and then it pulls out. Look at that, how cute that is. I had it in my head and I thought I'm going to try. It's good that I did a test because I need a refresher for the pull tabs. But it's super fun to make, I have to say. So I'm going to show you this one. So what I'm going to do first, I'm first going to put the boot together. And that boot, that is die set number 2208. And you've seen it already, like it's super fun. So you can put the mice in there. So 2208, the boot. And then for the pull tab, I use pull tabs number 1936. That is this one. And in this case, I'm only going to use this part, so the slim one. And the tiniest part to pull, because it's a small boot, so there's like all different sizes here. And I'm going to use this circle. And there are videos about how to use the pull tabs as well, how to make a longer slimline card or an A2. So you can watch the videos, but in this case, so only this long slim part, the smallest slots, and then that little circle there. So that's that one. So there's 1936, sorry. Then, of course, I'm going to use the little mouse, 2204. And I'm going to use these parts here, the eyes, the mouth, belly part. And then I'm also going to use the little bow for this sample. And here are all the hands, feet, and tail. And then I'm going to use the stamp sets, CS387, Mice Sentiments. And this sample I made, I Love You More Than Cheese. And this one I'm going to make with Happy Valentine's Day. Because how cute is that? So I'm going to use that one. And I'm also going to use this one, only this part. And this is not the full set, there's more in that. But this part is from 2207, Valentine's and Wedding Accessories. So there's another like full magnet of that. But you can find it all on the elizabethcraftdesigns.com or elizabethcraftdesigns.eu website. Okay, let me start by putting this together. So what I did is, so I made two solid ones because that slot is going to be behind here, and then it needs a back as well. So that is that one. So I cut the solid one twice. Then I cut this part from the pull tab, and at the bottom it has those score lines. And you fold it this way, and then the circle you fold out out again. So you see, this is what you do. So first in, and then that little slot, little circle out. And you need to make sure that it's very well folded. So you use your kind of bone folder to make that flat. So what you're going to do now, and let me show you. So those pieces, when you have a larger pull tab, you use those pieces to go around and kind of keep it in place. So if it's this long, you want to have kind of a guide rail. So that's why I use these pieces, because this is so small, I don't need it. So in this case, I'm just going to put this through here. And when I got the reminder, I thought, oh yeah, you know, that's how simple it was. So this one. And then I'm going to fold this open, and then this little circle goes on there. That one. With tweezer. And that opening there is just there for, and make sure it's flat. And then you just put this on there. And then press it down. So it stays flat. So make sure you press it down for a little bit. There we go. And then this one, I will explain it later because I cut this twice and it has a reason. But I'll like this part, but I'll show you that in a second. So now this one. So what I'm going to do now, you see now basically I have my pull thing. And you see, because it's so small, I don't need that extra piece. You can imagine if you have a longer pull that you want to, instead of that it's going wobbly, that you want to have that extra part. But that shows in the original video from the pull tabs. So now I have that part. Now I'm going to glue this one on that other solid one. And I'm going to do that. The only thing is what you want to make sure that you kind of hold it straight a little bit. I'm going to do that by adding glue here. And I even going to do it here in this case, because I don't have that extra side thing. Not, of course, where the There we go. It's not going lower than, like you see then the slots, that's where the pull tab, that's where it ends. So now you do that. And now make sure I hold this, and you can secure that with a little tape if you want to. You see, so it doesn't slide. And now I'm going to line this one up here. Just line it up nicely. Make sure it's flat. Again. So now normally when you make a card, that second boot behind it, that would kind of be your card. Because we made like cards with it. You see, and now I have my, take my tape off of course. So now I have my pull tab. See, that's that part. That's how that one works. So now I'm going to put this part of the shoe behind here, but let me put the lace through first. And before I do that, I'm going to make the ends here a little bit darker. So, and I'm going to use the H mahogany for that. And I have a brush here. Just the ends, give that a little color. And I did, you see that it kind of looked the end of a lace. And then here, I'm going to take a little bit of a bigger brush here. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of color on this side. And a little bit of color on that side. Just to give it a little bit extra. There we go. So that's done. So for this one I used, sorry, let me show you. So the one I used here is the aged mahogany, the oxide. So that is that one. So now I can glue this on there already. It's kind of the sole of the shoe. It's actually nice when you do that when you start. Because when it curves a little bit, because you did some work, it's nice that this is in place. So that's why I do that first. Then I'm also going to put those shoelaces through. So it's going from here. No, yeah, sorry, yeah, from here. And this one goes through here. And I also made I also made shoes with real shoelaces. But in this case, I'm going to use the cut part. And it's also easier when you do that, when you don't have that middle part there yet. Here we go. Just pull that through. And then you have your lace in place. Then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back here to keep that in place. So a little bit here, 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 and here. Just at the tips. Make sure it's not too much, because otherwise it might kind of push out. Oh, I think I might have done it. I need to go in. Oh no, I think I'm good. I think it's stuck. You should go a little bit in, not completely at the tip, if you know what I mean. That's it. It's stuck. Now I'm going to put this piece there. And I made a leather shoe as well. There's a video from that. And just at the bottom here. And I'm going to put that here. I kind of lined it up at the top a little bit there, you see? Like so. So that's my shoe. And I think I'm going to glue it at the top a little bit as well. Because of the sliding part, it might be easier. So just a little tip there. Make sure it doesn't stick out. I don't want that. That's that part. See, it's sticking out a tiny bit here. So I'm just going to kind of make that slick with the shoe itself. So that's that. And now this shoe is going on here. But before I do that, I need to figure out where that mice will be. So I'm not going to glue that on yet, because that's why I need the kind of an extender. Because you see, because that mouse is coming out this far, so I need that piece there. And that one is actually on the front and on the back, but I'll show you that in a second, you see. So now I'm going to make the mouse first, before I start working on this one any further. So let me bring in the pieces that are going to be, in this case, I'm going to make those in the vintage photo. I'm using the oxides here again. And there will be a part of the mice over here, but I always make sure that all the outlines are colored, just because it if you are off gluing it like perfectly, that you don't see that white edge. So that's that part, the belly, and of course it all comes with clothes as well. So in this case I'm not using that, but there's all kind of clothes in the little mouse set as well, which is number 2204. But you can find it all on the website, of course. That one. And this video is part of the Craftsmas December event. So that's it. I'm going to give that a little bit of red as well. And this one. And here I made a little bit of a different color for the hair. I actually like that. So I will do that with this one again as well, which is a little bit darker, which I will show you in a second. I can actually make it darker with the same color as well, just that it stands out a little bit. So then you just take a little piece of release sheet as well, or you don't, you know, can be bigger, but I just like that, slide it underneath there, and then you just give it that extra bit of ink there, and then you will see it will stand out to the rest of the face. See how cool that is? So that is that one. And a little bit more color there. So that is good. We want a little bit, but not much there. And then I know I'm going to use the tail as well. So giving that some color. There we go. And those mouse are so much fun. And then the little arms here, because those are going, you see, that's going to hold the cheese. And there are straight arms in the sets as well. But in this case, I'm using the banded arms. That one. And this one. And then I'm going to, and I did a lot of mice in the walnut stain as well. In this case, I'm using the vintage photo. And of course, you can use different inks, but this is the oxide, distress oxide vintage photo. So that goes away. Then I'm going to clean my fingers and bring the other parts of the mouse. That is this. And here I have the banner already, the Valentine's banner. Here I have the cheese. This one I'm going to use in this case. And then these are all going to be in the tattered rose. And I did this one as well. And then the eyes here, I colored with my Olo marker, the black Olo marker. Put that aside. So, and then here I need the tattered rose. Oh, I forgot to give a little bit of, I'm going to do that in a second as well. A little bit of thing to the, like cheeks. A little bit of cheek, rosy cheeks. Rosy cheeks. And I should clean my fingers better in between. Use my pinky for this one, that I don't get the brown on my that, and then the belly. Uh-oh, chopper coming over. Sorry for the noise. That one flies low. We have that here. Sometimes they're on the way to Colorado Springs. There's a military base there. But there's also helicopters flying here. That one. And then this one. And then just, I'm doing the cheese right away as well. How cool is this? So much fun to do. Those little mice are just adorable. So that was the tattered rose. Then I'm going to take a little bit of festive berries with a little brush. Let me see. I can use this one for that. See if it's clean. Yeah, that is clean. Just careful because it's a stronger color, and I'll show you how I tone that down a little bit if I think it's too much, because then I just go back, because that's with these brushes you can easily clean them off, and that is so nice. See, that's that. So now I think, okay, that might be a little bit too red, so then I just take my brush with the vintage photo on it, you see, and that just tones it down. See, now I think it's super nice and rosy cheeks. Oh, and let me turn this around, and I'm going to do some yellow for this one. And I am going to use the wild honey for that. So it really stands out a bit. I'm going to do this side, and I'll show you in a second why. Because the other one I did the other way around, but then I thought, no, else it needs to be like this. A little bit here. Because that one goes on this side. I did it wrong on the other side. Or with the other one. Well, there's no wrong. It's all fine. So, just like that. So that is the wild honey. That can go away. And then that is fine as it is. I might add it a little bit, but not right now. Then I'm going to put the mice together. And I always need to think. So first I do the ear parts. And you have those embossed lines on there, so it's super easy to see. So you see this one goes in here. Get my glue a little bit closer. A little tweezer, of course. The tweezers that we have. Tweezers and scissors from Elizabeth Craft Designs are fantastic for all these things. So you use those embossed lines as a guideline. Then this goes on there. And when I line this up, I take it in my hands and kind of make sure everything lines up nicely by kind of using my fingers there. Then you go to the eyes first. And those eyes pieces, they have double-sided adhesive on the back. So that is, and everything I'm using here is our white soft finish cardstock. And the paper for the boot, by the way, is the beautiful Brights, which is C015. Those are the beautiful Brights that I'm using. And we have those in pastels as well. They are kind of a basic to-go patterned cardstock because it's so cool to use. Okay, the little black dots I don't need. And here I have the white ones, the white center here. There we go. That is that. And here we have the nose. So now I'm going to do this part. And after you've put like a few together, it's so easy. So again, and this one you're kind of going to go by the chin, because it doesn't go all the way to the side. So kind of the chin is kind of your starting point here. And then you'll see why you need to do the eyes first, because the eyes kind of, you see, they disappear a little bit. Same with the big mouse. So it disappears a little bit under there. Then I have the nose. And the other part that you see there is for the side looking mouse, because there's a sideways looking mouse as well. So that is that. The little mouth, the little mouth from the little mouse. So that's that. I don't need that anymore. And then the body here. First going to put this part on. There it is. Then it's going, I'm going to place it on there. And you can position that head a little bit, because you see, I can, if I want to, oh, that's so cute, you see? I'm going to offset this a little bit to the side, which is cute. So then it will be a little bit different, that one. And then I have that, and maybe I do want to kind of edge that bow a little bit. I'm going to do that with that wild honey again. So just to get rid of the edges, and just gives it just a little extra touch. So that's that. Then you can bend it a little bit, because there's a center, of course, so you can bend it a little bit like that. And then just glue in the center. And then, how super cute is that? They thought, like, here we go. You see? They're so super cute. Hands, tail, let's do the tail. Make sure that the tail, that you don't put the tail this way, because otherwise it needs to be able to come out of the boot. So make sure you kind of keep it closer to the body in this case. That one goes here. And then have the little feet. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here and here. And you take the little feet. Don't lose it, else. Don't lose it. Okay, and then I'm going to put the cheese together. Could have put double-sided adhesive on the back of that one. And then it's going on this side. Here. So it lines up here. I did it on the other side, and then I thought, okay, that's wrong. Because if you line it up here, you kind of have a little bit of an edge on both those sides. So that's that. That's the cheese. Now, if you see here, you see? So now I'm going to put the arms down. I'm going to do one arm first, then the cheese, and then the other arm. Otherwise, I don't know if I can slide it in between again. See, so this way. I'm going to hold it a little bit out here. Then I'm going to glue the cheese down. And I can have the cheese on the other side, that cheese on the other side as well. That makes it easier to put the, see, so kind of, you do that first, and then you do the other arm. I think I need to move it down a little bit, so I have place for the arm there to position that. Of course, that arm needs to go under the cheese here, and then over. Oh, sorry. Under and over. So that's it. And then I'm going to, because I'm going to slide it, normally I would not glue those hands down, but I'm going to slide it in and out. So, and because of that, I am going to put a little bit of glue underneath here, that the hand is down, glued down on the cheese. Just press it down well. And I'm going to do the same with the other side. So just going to put a little bit of glue on the hand here. It's too much, so make sure it's not too much. And then press that one down. And then I can start putting, you see, that's just because normally I like it when it's a little bit more loose as well, like playful, but in this case, I need to make sure that I have space. Okay, so now what I need to do, so if you see here, you see that mouse comes out like this, and I can do it like this, or, you know, however high you want it. So because of this, you see, I need this piece, and it's going behind the mouse as well, so I'm just going to cut it off, but I'm going to glue this on here, And then I can put my mouse as high as I want him to be. So normally you don't do that, but in this case I need to. Because I needed extra space, because otherwise the mouse is not coming out enough. Here, like this. See, just line it up nicely. And I'm going to glue it down at the top as well when I know, you see, but so it still slides. And then I can put the mouse on there. So if I want to have it out this high, you see. So it's basically, if I'm going to glue this down, so it's going to be like here. You see, so I'm going to glue it like this high. And I can actually, I can glue this shoe down already. So this one, I'm only going to do here on the edge. I'll make sure I don't. So only the outside. And then glue that down. Let me get rid of the. Line it up nicely. Oh, that's going in. Wait, let me glue the mouse down first. Let me leave this. I'm going to glue the mouse down first. Oh, you see, I'm not straight there. Wait, I was not straight. Let me do only this part first. And then I'm going to glue it down when the mouse is in the top part. So line it up. Make sure it's pressed down well. You see, and now we can see that this will go well as well. And this one will go there. So that's all good. That one. So now I'm going to glue this down. Do I say this correct? Yes. I need to think, you see. The feet a little bit as well. Because those feet are going to go in. So hold this down, you see. So now lay that straight. And because I am like this, lay that straight. So now I'm going to put this down here. You see, and I'm not going to go past the neck, because then you see that pink part coming out. So that's that. See, so that can go in like that. And I'm going to put it in. That's why I wanted not to glue the top, and I thought about it later. But hey, you see, because I need to be able to kind of give it a little bit of space, so that mouse can go in and out, you see. There we go. I have this one a little bit higher than the, oh no, there we go. There we go. That's the same. So now I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. I can do it on the bottom part in this one, in this case. There. And on this side. And then just hold that to make sure that it glues down well. Hope I don't have inky fingers. You see, and now I can slide her in and out. So that's that one, and I can slide down a little bit more. There you go. And then I am going to trim this off here. And you don't need a pull tab, because in this case, I'm going to use the, I'll show you two different things. Wait. If you want to make this a little bit stronger, you can actually leave this if you want to. But then I'm going to cut it around the neck, because I don't like that you see the neck there. So if you want to have it a little bit stronger, you can actually cut this here, like a little V. That's what I did with the other one. See a little V here, and a little V on the other side. And then you can also cover it with other mouse parts again, so you can cut that head one more time as well. But this way you make it a little bit stronger. So let me do that. And then what you can do, you can cut that mouse back again, like the head or and just kind of cover that. That's what I did with the other one, but I didn't. Here, you see, I did like that. So you can do that as well. now this can go in here. There you go. And this one goes in a little bit more, you see? So I glue that down. Yeah, I cannot change it anymore. Because I glued the other one down a little bit lower, you see? So, but that's up to you. That is up to you. And then I can just put this one. So that's a little, this one is actually from the, let me see, from the 1693 diagonal stitched fishtails. And I can slide it just, and I made a hole with my crocodile in the thing, and then you can just slide it to the top here. You see, you can do it on both sides, and now you said Happy Valentine's Day. So how cool is that? I just love it. You see, so this one had a little bit lower on the slider, and this one is a little bit higher, but it's just so cute. So that is it for this time. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you don't have it yet, get out your, or you can get the sliders, the pull tab. It's not sliders, sorry. We have slider dies. That's wrong. It's the pull tab one I use, this one. So 1936 pull tabs. And then you have the boots, which is 2208. Then we have the Valentine accessories, but you know, if you don't want to have all those accessories, there's more than this. That is 2207, otherwise you will find another heart somewhere. I'm pretty sure you all have it in your stash. Then we have the little mouse, 2204, love that. And then I have the CS387, my sentiments. And then the C015, the beautiful bride, that is for the paper. So that is my, you know, kind of my life here. On my YouTube. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And yeah, have fun. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.